morning, it's Sandra Sunderledge, the third chapter, and I am reporting on week 13. So I'm a couple days late in this video, and the reason being is because last week not a whole lot happened. Some painting happened, and the stone countertops went in, which you'll see in a moment, but I held back on doing the video, and I also held back on paying on Wednesday because they were so far behind, and that caused a little bit of drama with one of the partners at the architectural firm I'm working with, and so I invited him to come out and walk the site with me so I can show him the items that I have already paid for that haven't been completed, and I just didn't feel like going forward and giving him more money when, you know, for things that still haven't happened, and so I held back. Anyway, as a result of that, Monday was all chaos. I had like 7 guys here just going at this property, and they got a hell of a lot done, but we still have some catching up to do. So let's take a walk around and see the progress. We'll open the gate. Okay, so as you can see, the north side wall has been painted in a stone color. It's not the correct color, and the reason being is because Home Depot's mix machine, the paint mix machine, I think was lacking a base color. So this color turned out to be more of a stone than a taupe. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it or not. So, I mean, it's not obnoxious, but it's not quite what I had in mind. But you can also see that yesterday the lights that are going down this corridor, the service corridor, have been installed. Little up and down lights, so they'll be pretty nice. Now there is some patchwork that'll have to happen. I'm just checking to make sure I don't have any trades here. I'm shooting this on a Tuesday morning. Okay, so as we walk towards the casita, you can see that the granite countertop in the kitchen has been installed. The guy did a great job. He had a team of about 5 guys out here. They actually set up their little workshop. I'm going to get a little closer here so you can see the nice job they did. They actually just brought their work table and all of their grinders here, and they built this whole thing on the table out in the courtyard, and then brought it in and put it in place. So it's been sitting here, and it unfortunately yesterday some of the guys took advantage of the countertop and started putting their stuff all over it, but that's kind of what happens. You can see the interior color again is it's an off-white, but it also has some gray to it, a warm gray. And actually, in reality, it works really well with the outside color. So I don't know. I'm thinking I really love the interior color. I think it's really calming and quiet. So we'll see if how this all goes with the exterior color. Might just keep it. You can see also that the electrician has started installing all the lights. He's doing that. He's starting to install the outlets. He was here until after dark last night doing this stuff. We had a little issue with the placement of the air conditioner unit. I thought that it was going to be to the left of this beam, because in the studio there's one directly above it, but there was a mistake in the plans, and it indicated that the mini split was supposed to go over here, but the mini split is a big one and it would overlap the window, and plus it would be blowing in the wrong direction. I really want it to be blowing more in the direction of the kitchen. So we had a powwow and agreed to bring it over to this wall. So that's why that wall has been opened up. So we're gonna have to get some patched back. So it's a good thing the painter's still around, because he's gonna have to patch that back up. In the bathroom, the only thing that's happened is the light to the bathroom is in, and also, this is that they're pulling some wire for the fan, for the shower fan. And I mean, this is something that should have happened when he was wiring up, but it didn't. And so the finishes have gone in, and now they're gonna have to patch all that back. So that's unfortunate, but I had to continue to insist on that. Sometimes you have to be kind of strong. You can kind of see what's happening on here. It's kind of gone back to the chaotic state. They did put the concrete covers on the septic, but I have to talk to Carlos about this, because I thought they were going to be putting in an access panel so that the septic can be pumped, and I'm not sure when or how they're going to do that. They also apparently put a drain pipe in, but I saw them bring it in. Oh yeah, look, here we go. Looks like it's been installed. At least it's here, and that should be connected to the house. As you can see, there's going to have to be an elbow to the house, and then that'll go into the septic. So that still needs to be completed. But it was so chaotic here, it was hard to, these guys are just all over each other. Okay, so you can see that the gray paint, the darker gray paint, has been applied. That's like the accent color. I like it, but I'm not so sure that it goes well with the mistake paint on the rest of the rest of the casita. So again, I'm going to live with it for a little bit and then make a decision. But I do like that color. It's kind of nice to look down here and start to see things finishing up. Now we're up here on the terrace. I have a couple more lights that have been installed here. And my hammock hooks were also installed. One here and one over here. So now I have to go out and find a nice hammock. And up on the second level, it looks like we've got our lights in and the beginnings of hooking up the air conditioner. This hole right here is for a ceiling fan. I am a little worried about that because the ceiling fans, the ceiling heights and both upstairs and downstairs are kind of low. And I'm a little worried that the fans are going to extend down too far. So we will have to test it out and see how it feels. And if it doesn't feel good, we'll not use them, and I'll use them in the house. We still do not have this sink built, and this is one of the issues that I had and why I withheld payment. So that's another thing here, and I'm not quite sure what's going on over here. I thought we were going to get an outlet. So that's something else that I guess I'll have to ask about. But I did get that outlet installed, and that one's installed. This one's installed. It looks like our light switch. Yeah, there's a couple here. Anyway, we shall see where this all goes. He worked till after dark last night, so it looks like he's going to have to do some patchwork here around this light. So all this little stuff will have to happen. But like I said, the plaster is still here. So that is a lot that has happened. And today will be another big day, I'm sure. Oh, I think what's happening today, Carlos was trying to chase up on the window guys because that was something else that I had paid for, and they haven't been installed. So the two downstairs windows are remaining. Plus, I'm supposed to get another, see that beige thing? That's a Tonica. I'm supposed to get a second one, and so I'm waiting for that as well. You have a redundancy with the Tonicas in case of you have a long power outage in the event of a hurricane. So that was also part of the scope, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. Carlos said it should be here today. That'll give the electrician, who's also the plumber, even more work to do. So a lot's going on, and it's going to be another busy day, but at least I feel more like I'm getting things wrapped up, whereas last week things kind of slowed to a halt. And I will see you again on Sunday.